Hi, welcome to Dice Control Dojo. I'm Phil and I practice every day, share my tips so we can all get better at the casino. Today we're talking about etiquette in our trying to keep the live table games alive. I want to talk about etiquette, an important part of this on how we can change up the etiquette system on as stands today so that we can hopefully have a better experience for everybody. So when we're talking about this table games, we have to be more inviting, right? We have to bring people into this. We're aging out. A lot of young people think, come up to the game, see it's complicated. Some people get cocky and want to try it. Some people are drunk and shouldn't be coming to the table and trying it because they don't understand what's going on. But as a group together, as a collective, we have to, respect that there are people that are coming to the table, lots of people that have no idea what the etiquette is. And I'm going to be the first one to say, listen, nothing gets me more irritated than slowing up a game. And you guys know it too. When somebody just comes in, walks in, and drops their money on the table right in the middle of a throw. One, it's not good etiquette. So I'm trying to figure out, is it over all the years, I would think I can see it in my local casino. I see it a little less at Atlantic City. You'd expect to not see it at all in Vegas, especially at a $25 table. So you're at a high-end table in Vegas at prime time, and you still see somebody walk up and just drop their money in. So do I have to get over that? Or do we have to get over that and just accept that it's a thing that's going to happen? And if it does happen, is that the worst thing that's going to happen? It's going to delay the game. Okay, nobody wants to delay the game. But you know what's funny? As much as the casinos, complain that I'm taking too much time throwing my dice, right? Because they got to get in their 42 throws an hour, they're all willing to accept somebody throwing down $1,000 and us having to delay the game so they can count and give them chips. So it's kind of a weird thing with etiquette because they'll allow that. And everybody around the room is complaining because now the dice is being held up. We're not getting that throw. When they could have just as easily waited a couple throws and come in later. But I know that they want that $1,000 in that rack over there. So I get it. But it's just ironic that they bitch at me not throwing fast enough, but they'll allow this guy to come in, I'll throw once, and then they'll let another guy come in, and then I'm waiting, and then they rush me to throw because they want to get those throws out as another guy puts a bet in and another guy puts a bet in. So we have to talk about the dealers, okay? The dealers need to help us out with this, right? They have to make sure that everybody is welcome and they're coming to the thing. And they could just be, hey, wait 1 second, let the dice throw, and then if you want to come on board. I said I didn't think I'd ever see it in Vegas, especially at high end tables, but it still happens. So now we have to change our mental game and say we have to accept it. It is what it is. Somebody comes in, we slow the game down. If I'm a dice thrower and I'm in the middle of a roll and this guy throws some money down, why not take this as an experience to go, okay, let's relax. Let's see what I have to do. Was I throwing okay? Is it a conversation I can have with my buddies while we're waiting? Is like, how was I throwing? Did it go okay? Hey, it looks like you came off a little bit. You might want to tighten up your wrist. Okay, thanks for sharing. So when we get back to the game, then my throw can be better. All right, let's take it like that. I look at it as they want us on the table as long as possible. And if somebody's breaking in the middle of the throw, it's slowing down the game. I'm still going to get credit for sitting at that table for a length of time. So I got to change my mental game on that. But the dealers could just as easily say, hey, just wait one throw. Just wait for him to hit a point, and then you can come in. Or, when they're buying in. Or making sure that everybody's hands are back in a nice way. Hey guys, just make sure your hands are back for this throw. Or late bets. The bets are done. Is everybody done betting? Right? You make eye contact with every single person, and there's a guy sitting there, and he's doing this. That's one of those guys that's going to come out and put a field bet in the last second. So you look at him and say, is everybody done? If you take an extra 2 seconds, a stick, say, dice out. Is everybody's bets in? Dice out. Just take that extra second instead of saying dice out, and then you still see some people with chips in their hand that they're going to do this. And that irritates everybody, right? Nobody wants that late bets. So that's the dealers, making sure that everybody's bets are in and everybody's good. And then if they throw it in late, that should be a no bet. Once he says dice are out, it should be no bet. No bet. I don't understand why they let some of them in, because then they're going to continue to do it. So we have to use our etiquette on keeping the hands back, being polite, and then making sure that the buy-ins come in after the point is made, and that as us, if it's a newbie coming in, hey, are you new at doing this? Just letting you know, why don't you wait until the point's established, then you can buy in. If they tell you to F off, then hey, you did the best. We want as a group to start changing our mentality of how dice is. I mean, that's me. I would like everybody to do it. You guys may not want that at all. You may enjoy doing what you're doing, but I want to keep this game going for the future, and I want to keep playing when I'm 80. And I don't think it's going to be that way if we keep this hostile environment here, both a hostile work environment for the dealers or a hostile environment for the players, if people are mad. And we can stop that by just having the box and the dealers make sure that they're establishing the rules that's fair for everybody, which is no late bets, keep your hands back, just making sure you're not buying in the middle of a roll. They could put a sign up saying, hey, here's some rules to follow before you attack that table. Make sure you hit the back wall. Make sure your hands are back. No let betting once the dice are out. Make sure you're buying in after a point has been completed or a change of a thrower. So if they put a sign up right in the back, 2 seconds, people could look at that and go, oh, okay, here's how it is. It could say on there, ask the dealer how I can buy in and play. It could be a very nice situation that is inviting to people to come in. But we're not going to do that if we don't all take part of this and try and make sure. Superstitions. That's the last thing I want to talk about. It doesn't matter if somebody's a don't better. That's not going to screw up the chi. Okay? No matter how much you like or don't like don't players, it has nothing to do with what we're doing. It's the energy in the room will be just as well. I know they're going to make money if we don't, and vice versa. But you know what? If people want to play the don't and they want to practice it or play it and see if it works, why not let them in? That's another player at the table that keeps us here for a long, long time. So making sure when newbies come in here, my ambassador here from our craps crew, he is great at saying, hey, you don't say the word seven. And he likes to explain the game to people. We should all be doing that more. Hey, it's not cool to put a late bet in. Now, if they tell you to F off, that's, there's nothing we can do about that. You're going to get those people. But I think that if we as a group start playing and being more inviting and giving and caring and not worrying about somebody saying the word seven, oh my God, that's a dreaded thing. I understand that. Or the delays when they bring more money in and everybody's mad because they brought in more money and they're counting. Or they're stopping the game because of a question that somebody had on a payout. Hey, that's perfectly legit. They need to make sure that everybody gets paid correctly. So all these superstitions about don't players and the word seven and making sure we're not delaying and all that stuff is a part of the lore of the game, but it's also the dice don't know if you said the word seven. And I know there's chi out there and energy in the room, but that's on us as a table mates to create that energy and try and get pumped up. Nothing I see more than when you have positive energy at a table, it creates positive energy on the dice. So, you know, being nervous about superstitions, and I used to do it all the time. I'd be like, oh, that guy said a seven, I threw bad. Well, did it really? Was it because of that? Was that in my brain? No, no. It's the dice don't know. But I do believe that if you have fun as a group and you keep that energy up, I think it can lift people's spirits, make them feel more confident. Then when I'm trying to throw, I'm more confident in throwing because it's fun to be there and I want to be there. I'm not throwing mopey and then I'm not giving it all or I'm not concentrating. So I do believe that superstitions are overrated. I understand they're there, but that's a part of the etiquette too, right? So we just need to make sure we're teaching the people in a polite, nice way that come to the table so they can enjoy their experience too, whether it's just with $10 or $5 or $20, or if they're here for $10,000 and gonna show everybody how they're a whale. So join me on my next video where we're going to put it all together. I'm going to put the whole thing together and I'm going to do a call out. What do we need to do to promote this game and get it going the way we should? So join me on my YouTube video next time. And as always, I don't talk about betting strategy, but I do talk about a strategy all these last videos on how to throw for a long time and keep these tables alive for a long, long time.